Welcome back to another episode with Callie LaVale. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, please, and thank you. It was a fertility clinic, and it was damaged by an explosion from a car. Broken glass, car parts flying everywhere. Crazy. Smoke all over the place, too. Let's get into the story. Okay. So, authorities believe it was an intentional act of violence outside of a fertility clinic, left one person dead with additional injuries in Palm Srings Saturday. The blast was reportedly felt more than 2 miles away, damn that's far, and severely damaged the clinic and several other buildings. The incident occurred just before 11 a.m. at North India Canyon Drive near East Tachava Drive, Palm Springs officials said. Photos from the scene showed extensive damage to American Reproductive Centers, a fertility clinic, in vitro fertilization lab across the street from Desert Regional Medical Center. So a hospital is nearby. An official building 2 blocks from the blast has its window blown out, as it did a Denny's 5 blocks away. People still eat at Denny's? Denny's is still open? What is Denny's? Oh, that place that tried to be like, well, I think Denny's was around before IHOP, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have the Waffle House, which is better than both of them. But we don't have a damn Waffle House on the West Coast. Damn, the West Coast sucks. Sarcasm. Anyway, officials said that the explosion came from either inside or near a car parked on Indian Canyon outside the clinic. So it sounds like right on the sidewalk. The blast appears to be intentional act of violence. No kidding. So we have a little video. Let's play it.
Guys, look at this. We are right here. This whole building exploded. Jesus. The explosion was so crazy. It blew out the glass of this liquor store. Look at this liquor store. Oh my God. All from this explosion. Poor guy. Damn.
Damn. So the whole building is destroyed. Have to sip my tea to this one. Wow, right where it says American Reproductive Center. And I guess that was the car that exploded. Well, it was a car until it exploded. Anyway, Alvarado said one person was killed and their identity was unknown. Yeah, they just don't want to say. They know. But they reported at least 5 other people were injured. Numerous law enforcement agencies were on the scene, including Palm Springs Police, the FBI, Federal Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Investigators, bomb technicians, and evidence response team from the FBI were being deployed. Damn, so they pretty much brought the military on site for that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And by afternoon, emergency officials had blocked off roads nearby. The blast, white police trucks were stationed in front of the building. Authorities encouraged residents to leave any potential evidence in place and contact law enforcement. So, if you had your car parked anywhere near the area, it was probably destroyed. So, if you got tired of paying $1K a month for a Nissan Altima or whatever car you had, you no longer have a car note. Congratulations. Your insurance took care of it if you even have insurance to begin with. One witness told the Desert Sun newspaper, wow, what a name for a newspaper, right? But then again, Palm Springs is in the desert. Or should I just say Coachella Valley. But a witness said that he saw body parts and car parts when he walked past the clinic 5 minutes after the blast. Wow. That must have been traumatizing. He's gonna need some mental help, mental therapy for sure. So, American Reproductive Centers is Coachella Valley's first and only full-service fertility center and, I guess, IVF lab, whatever the fuck that means, but led by board-certified Dr. Maher Abdullah, according to the website. The site says the clinic has helped more than 2,000 families become parents and highlights its works with LGBTQ families, which is probably why I got blown up in the first place. The clinic has operated in the Coachella Valley since 2009, so that's 16 years. Wow, almost 2 decades. After moving from Orange County, and it has been in its current location since 2013, according to the Desert Sun. Dr. Abdullah told the Associated Press in a phone interview Saturday that all of his staff were safe and accounted for, and that's all that matters. Nobody got hurt except for the idiot that pretty much planned it, right? Thank God today happened to be a day that we have no patients. So this could have taken a big turn. The explosion damaged the practice's office where it conducts consultations with new patients, but left the IVF lab and all the stored embryos there unharmed, Abdullah told the Wire service. Wow. The clinic referred to the incident as a vehicle explosion in a statement posted on Facebook. It said it will be open and fully operational on Monday. Not unless they find some more evidence. This moment has shaken us. Oh my God. But it has not stopped us, the statement said. We will continue to serve strength, love, and the hope that brings new life into the world. The clinic posted a photo of the blast aftermath, showed the building's roof caved in, debris followed. So how the hell are you going to open back up on Monday if you got all that damage? No. Tim Pendergrass, co-owner at the gallery Christopher Anthony Ltd., was about 2 blocks away from the explosion site at his business. He first felt the shockwave hit the building and thought it was the start of an earthquake. But of course, once I heard the explosion, then I knew it wasn't an earthquake. But the first thought is, it's an earthquake. He ran down to the street to the explosion, following a black cloud of smoke, and he arrived there in a few minutes. He saw a vehicle on fire and the medical building engulfed in flames. There were multiple people walking around the area in a daze. Some were bloodied, but able to stand. Then he came across body parts in the street. I was on Palm Canyon and I saw the upper torso of a body. Oh, this is where it get graphic. Damn. He said his voice broke. There were a lot of body parts, but they were all radiating away from the explosion of the car. There were pieces of the car and other debris radiating from the explosion, along with insulation floating in the air, he said. I also noticed the hundreds and thousands of pieces of car parts radiating in every direction from the car circular pattern that was only interrupted by the facade of American Reproductive Center. Wow. He was worried that bombing was an act of domestic terrorism targeting the LGBTQ community. I'm horrified. I'm completely shattered, he said. I think the fear of this town has risen to an unbelievably level for the gay community, he said. I think people are very terrified right now. I can see it on people's faces. Former patient Stacy Franklin said she was floored by the news of the incident. All he's doing is giving women hope to have babies, said Dr. Abdullah, whose clinic helped her get pregnant with her now 16-year-old daughter. Wow. Franklin said she and her husband spent the hours after the explosion debating possible motives, speculating about a disgruntled patient or an extremism for pretty much hate, who might have sought to destroy embryos to make a statement. We don't want that shit in our town. So we have Kevins and then we have Karens. So, I mean, Palm Springs is not a large city, but of course, most cities grow over time, right? I mean, I consider Palm Springs a retirement town with some nice golf courses and some casinos. So pretty much it's for the middle age and up crowd, the retirement crowd. I mean, there's not much to do there. I mean, if you like real hot weather, you can also head out to Indio as well. Like I said, not much there money-wise. So these places tend to be more conservative. If you want to be on the liberal end, you have to go to expensive cities like Los Angeles, which is to the west of Palm Springs. Anyway, this is Cali Vello. I hope you enjoyed this. I mean, there's nothing to really enjoy. It's really sad, but I'm just hoping you enjoy the way I presented it. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.